Good morning. Breaking news now. Tidal flooding due to rising high waves that overwhelm coastal in some area. Thousands of houses in Kuala Jambi are flooded. This condition make activities disrupted, while some fishermen in Polewali Mandar, West Sulawesi, in a group in a group holding the boat so as not to be carried away by the high waves. In amateur videotape, the high waves hit the Polewali Mandar coastal area, West Sulawesi. The high waves caused people panic who live in the coast area. Meanwhile, some fishermen hold the boat let parked in seashore so as not to be carried away. The high waves caused hundreds of houses in Polewali to be submerged by the tidal flooding. Tidal flooding also overwhelmed Kuala Jambi, Jambi provinces. Besides main roads, the tidal flooding also inundated people's residential area and public facilities, such as school, office, and worship place. Flood height reaches 70 centimeters.
Payahlah seperti kita melakukan kegiatan-kegiatan aktivitas kerja.
Ini sudah langganan lah kalau untuk kantor lurah Tanjung Solo karena kondisi tanggul belakang yang parah kan. Letusan ini jelas terganggu lah Pak. Letusan ini kita terganggu karena untuk melayani masyarakat kan tidak mungkin dalam keadaan air besar seperti ini kan.
The tidal flood that inundated a school in Kuala Jambi caused learning activities to be temporarily closed. The flood disaster in this area occurs every year. People are worried that when heavy rains come, it can worsen the condition of the tidal flood that occurred. From Polewali Mandar, thank you. It's been a week. A village, Tepian Langsat, is Kutai Regency, has been flooded. Flood inundated the roof of police home as a result of high rainfall. 200 families used boat for their activities. Tepian Lansar Village, Bengawan District, Kutai Timur Regency, Kalimantan, being hit by flood with an average height of 15 up to 1 meter. There is not much people can do. They rely on boats for activities outside the home because their homes are flooded. The height of the flood even reached the roof of people's houses. The local village head stated that high rainfall caused the flood in India.
Yang pastinya desa Tepian Langsat itu terdampak di 4 RT di 2 dusun pastinya. Kurang lebih 200 kakak dan hampir 500.
Residents hope that assistance will be distributed to them because the flood has made the residents difficult to carry out their activities. The height of rainfall and tide impact on the occurrence of flooding in the number of Sumeneb is Java. Result of flood, people's activities are paralyzed. By holding hands and forming a circle formation, the police officer helped flood victims hit the swift currents for the evacuation process to a safer place. Very high water discharge caused the river to overflow toward roads and houses in Arjasa district, Sumeneb, Madura, Java. A number of police officers were deployed to several flood points, to help the affected victims.
Yang dengan waktu yang lama, sehingga yang dari dataran tinggi turun. Ini menimbulkan banjir.
3 villages in Sumeneb, Duko, Bili-Bili, Arjasa are flooded. Even so, it didn't cause any victim, but it caused obstruct people's activities. People hope the flood subside soon, so they can return to normal activities. Sumeneb, Madura, East Java, Intan report. Perak Bridge in Pronojiwo District, Lumajang Regency, become a worst point of the eruption from Mount Semeru. The bridge is the only access link between Malang and Lumajang. Since being cut off due to cold lava, thousands of residents are now taking refuge in 7 evacuation points. Geladak Perak Bridge in Pronojiwo, Lumajang, seriously damaged by the eruption of Mount Semeru. The bridge is the only access connecting Malang and Lumajang. Since Saturday noon, the Malang-Lumajang has been closed and has been diverted via Probolinggo route. More than 1,000 people evacuated at 7 points in Pronojiwo. Currently, access to electricity and communication in sub-district is still cut off. The community and officials hope that they will
Kurang lebih
recover
ada 7
soon
titik
to
pengungsi,
facilitate
7 titik pengungsi
performance
dengan
and communication.
total pengungsi kurang lebih 1.000 orang. Kalau dari sisi Sumber Wuluh dan Candipuro, tadi malam kita mendapat akses sekitar 250 orang, itu ada 20 orang luka dan 1 orang meninggal. Seperti itu.
The eruption of Mount Semeru occurred at around 3 in the afternoon. The eruption began with a hot cold avalanche accompanied by volcanic material. When the eruption occurred, the peak area of Semeru was covered with fog, hot cold, and volcanic ash fall toward Grobogan. BPBD and volunteers trying to evacuate residents. In addition to volcanic ash rain, a number of areas were also hit by cold lava flood. The Yarsubit Ruam village in Pronojiwo district. Heavy rain that flooded the area also made it difficult to evacuate. Mount Semeru is a fairly active mountain.